What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be playing the Royal Tournament. So I'm going to be using what the #1 best deck for it is, and you guys can see it's this Lavaloon deck with Barbarians, and this guy's still live in it with 34 wins and 3 losses. So it's kind of interesting because it has the Barbarians in it instead of the Guards, and I also checked this guy's Royal API, and he was using this deck, so I know he was using Lava Hound. I guess the Barbarians are going to help you a lot against Electro Giant, Golem, and there's a lot of Earthquake and Log in the meta, which seem to be pretty good against Guards, so that's why the Barbarians end up getting some good value in this deck, along with the Tombstone. I feel like together can stop just about anything. So as always, we're going to try to get to 15 wins, which unlocks all the rewards, which are very good value, and you know, if you save your gems, it's definitely worth buying that. I would say I would recommend doing it. And here we go in our first match here. So we have 2 losses already, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it's all good. I don't really mind too much since I have other accounts I can, you know, play it on, and this is just my first go of it anyway. So we'll just go Mega Minion on top of the Mortar, and because he just used that Mortar and now he doesn't have it in Cycle to Pressure, I'm gonna go Lava, because if he pressures other lane, I have Barbarians. I don't know if he's using maybe a minor Mortar deck or if he's using potentially Hog Mortar. There's really no way to know until he uses more cards. I guess since he's not doing anything, I'm just gonna... Okay, wait, what the heck just happened? I'm gonna Tombstone this. Wait, did he just, like, give up because he's just like, oh, Mortar EQ, nothing I can do against Lava? Maybe. Maybe. I guess either way, I'll take it. So, there you go. Lavaloon is just so OP that it makes your opponents give up. He must have been shaking. He saw that lava. You know, he didn't even bother defending. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. All I know for sure is, you know, Mortar EQ definitely not going to be that good against lava, especially if you don't have Archer Queen, which he probably didn't. I don't know. I mean, that was a weird game though either way. Anyway, I'll take it. Maybe I'll play an extra game since that first one's so quick. So we can go Valkyrie in the back first play. Kind of unfortunate I don't have my Lava or my Tombstone in cycle. I have to kind of waste a Zap because I'm not going to cycle Barbarians into a Valkyrie. That would not be a very smart play, and I'm obviously not going to go for a Balloon if I don't know what he's using. Why would I go Balloon at the bridge? That's also very risky. Gonna get a nice Fireball here on top of the Baby Dragon, the Valkyrie, and the Bats. I don't know if I need to do anything else. I may need to drop a Mega Minion, but yeah, let's do it. I think it's fine. I don't think he's using an air deck just based off of what he's played so far. Maybe it is, though. I really just don't know what the heck this deck is at this point. We'll just go Minions on top of the Skarmy here. He's gonna have Hog. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't play my Barbarians right away, because I had a feeling he would spell the Minions, and sure enough, you can see the Flame Goblin there. He's a little upset that he ended up using the Fireball. Now he doesn't have it for the Barbs, and I'll tell you guys what, let's go for a Balloon now, because I was gonna say he had Bats, but I have Zap for them. So he might not have any good response for this. Baby Dragon doesn't do too much DPS, so the Balloon will almost always get a shot unless they use something else with it. And the Balloon in this case may even, very close to getting a second shot. Like I was going to say it might get one, but sadly it barely didn't. So we'll go Tombstone here on the Hog. The Hog will probably get one shot on the tower just because I wasn't able to play it in the middle because I didn't have it in cycle right away. So, you know, that's fine. Still a very good lead for me. And that Mega Minion might end up getting a shot on the tower. No, it didn't, but he had to play a Skarmy to avoid it. We'll go Minions here on top of this, and then we could actually go for... No, I was thinking of playing Balloon in front to, you know, because the Minions were there and it would help speed it up, but I realized he had his Bats in cycle, and he probably would have been able to defend it. And now we can just take our Elixir lead and just Lava, and in this matchup, I think with a Lavaloon push, he won't be able to defend it because he doesn't have many... Yeah, great air counters, and one of his best ones we have a Zap for. So we'll just go for a Balloon now behind the Lava Hound, and we can just go for a Mega Minion, and then I'm going to go for a Tombstone. I want to try to get it down as soon as possible, so that way it helps take care of the P.E.K.K.A. here, because it's a really good distraction towards it. We'll just Zap this, and now he can use the Bats, but to be honest, I think it's fine anyway, because he still did drop something else. You see that Fireball there. And now we have all this down on defense that he doesn't have a spell for, and we can just drop another Lava right in front of it to tank for everything. So let's see how he chooses to defend this. I think we should for sure go for another Balloon, though, because we're already back to a Zap, so once he drops the Bats, I'm just going to take care of them right away. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and the Balloon will definitely get a shot, because even with the Fireball, the Baby Dragon wasn't even locked on the Balloon right away, so we do get that shot, take the tower, and a another easy win. Not as easy as the first game, but, you know, almost as easy. Really felt like the whole game we were in control, and I don't know about that deck that the other guy had. That was, you know, quite interesting to say the least. So, there we go. At 12-2 now, get our lightning chest. Go ahead and open that up. We had 6 strikes. I'll keep them because Skarmy and EQ are both alright. You know, I could strike them and end up getting something worse, and I'd rather not, you know, take the risk, you know, getting something like an Elixir Collector for the Earthquake, or for the Epic, maybe getting something like Mirror. I don't know. You know, that's always gonna happen. Or Rage. Now I see Rage, you know, gotta mention that. Rage, though, is a little bit... Okay, could I Balloon, like, in the middle? Yeah, I knew it would go for the Elixir Collector, but sadly he's got a minion horde. That's actually very, very annoying. I can't stress how annoying that is. And this is why I don't... It's funny because I was just talking about, like, Rage and Elixir Collector, and that's what this guy's using. Unfortunately, though, this is kind of very bad news because, I didn't have a Fireball in cycle for the Elixir Collector. That was really sad. I have it now, and I think I'm gonna do it just because we get the Sparky there, too, that's next to it. It's probably worth it. I don't know for sure, though. I mean, I do know he doesn't have a minion horde in cycle, but this is so bad. Wizard, Sparky, and I gotta somehow defend this. We probably just zap this to reset the Sparky and then drop the Barbarians, and they will be able to take out the Sparky. I'd rather not have to play anything else here because I already had to spend so much elixir, so thank goodness I didn't have to drop anything else. And I think we have to be very patient here, wait till double before we get a push going because, I don't know, his deck just seems kind of annoying, and I have to Fireball his next Elixir Collector, so when I do that, I know there's no way I'm going to be able to build up a push. But we are definitely going to Fireball it because I don't want to be in the same situation again where I give him an Elixir advantage because that's not good. So we want to play into his Sparky pushes, though. When you Lava, you want to play it into the Sparky. That's very important. You don't want to go other lane because what could happen is they could just ignore your Lavaloon push and 3-crown you, and that is not what you want. You have to play into the Sparky because the cards you play behind the Lava Hound are going to help take out the Sparky. That's the best thing to do. I'm not sure if in this case it's going to end up, you know, helping us. It really depends on, you know, how the match plays out, but we go ahead and just take care of that pretty easily. Set up another Tombstone, and then what I'll actually do is drop a Balloon in the other lane because he just used all of his air counters, the Wizard and the Minion Horde, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything else. That's my main reason why I decided to just Balloon at the bridge. It's kind of a tip. You don't always need a Lavaloon. Sometimes it's okay to just go for a Balloon because the Balloon is pretty OP. I find it to be one of the best win conditions in the game, and you can kind of see that for yourself right there. We end up taking his tower, and it looks like we're going to be able to defend this pretty nicely. I was really scared. I thought he was going to take my tower potentially because of the Dark Prince and the Wizard, but we, you know, stayed calm. We defended that really, really nicely, and we end up getting the win here in a, you know, kind of an annoying deck, that's for sure. Maybe not the worst matchup, but definitely annoying, and if you know, make a mistake, it definitely, you could struggle. But I mean, the main thing to remember, just remember the Lava Hounds into the Sparky pushes. You don't want to go opposite lane. That's a very bad idea because you could just get 3-crowned. So here we go against Kevin 2 here, and I think we could just start up with a Tombstone. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and do that right now and see what he wants to do in response. And he's just going to go P.E.K.K.A. It's really annoying because sometimes when your opponent does something, you don't have the starting hand you want. In this situation, I would have loved to have a Lava Hound in cycle and just go Lava Hound into the P.E.K.K.A, but I kind of have to cycle a Mega Minion now and then probably also cycle Minions, which is not really ideal. But I kind of have no choice because I didn't have my Lava Hound in hand, so we're going to Fireball this just to take out the Inferno Drag. Why not? And yeah, this is really annoying. I'm going to be upset if I get screwed over here just because my cycle wasn't good. But we'll go Barbarians here. Hopefully... Okay, nice. They do go back to help take out the P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, this we got super unlucky with our starting hand. Really nothing we could do about that. That whole... What you just saw right there, the outcome of it would have been completely different if I had a Lava Hound in cycle, because what would have happened is I would have been able to tank for the Mega Minion and the Minions with the Lava Hound, and it would have been able to help, you know, tank the Inferno Dragon, the Baby Dragon, I would have been able to take it out and then take the P.E.K.K.A out without even having to use the Barbarians. So everything got screwed up due to me not having a good starting hand, and because of that, we have, you know, an awful start. But, you know, nothing you can really do about that. I mean, starting hands are sometimes a big part of the game, as you guys know. And unfortunately, he's also going to go P.E.K.K.A at the bridge here. Luckily, okay, he's got a poison. That's not great. I didn't know he had a poison. Okay, that's GG for sure. We definitely lost this. Unless this guy chokes somehow, which is possible. You know, I've seen people throw games like this. It's definitely not impossible to happen, but I feel like he'd have to make a lot of mistakes to, you know, mess up in the situation. So yeah, just, I mean, overall, not the start we were looking for. You know, I just didn't like my starting hand, and then I didn't know he had a poison. Just a lot of unlucky factors in this game. I mean, of course, the P.E.K.K.A at the bridge worked out for him, but I didn't know he had a poison. There was no way to know that. A lot of people now are using P.E.K.K.A Lightning, you know, P.E.K.K.A with Fireball, so, you know, there's really, like, no way I can know that, you know, or expect that he had poison for whatever reason. So, yeah, just kind of very unfortunate at the end of the day, but we'll do our best to see if we can somehow come back here. It would be pretty crazy if we did, and it looks like we might, actually, because the balloon is going to end up getting a shot. Unfortunately, doesn't get a second, but Fireball here will take out the... No, the Baby Drag's at 1 HP, but okay, we get the tower. We get the tower. That's huge. Okay, so we're still in this. Tombstone coming down, gonna save the tower on that Bandit, and then we go in Lava up here because we have Barbarians in cycle if he decides to go for a Ram Rider, which is possible, but it would be pretty aggressive. So, horrible start, but we managed to bounce back, and that is something Lava Hound can actually do kind of decently with, because it is a heavier deck. You know, you have a little bit more comeback potential, especially when you know, it's just single elixir. You know, you can build up those big pushes you need to in double, and that's kind of what I like about these types of decks, is because, like, that can be the one benefit sometimes of using something heavier as opposed to a cycle deck. A cycle deck, of course, has a lot of outplay potential, but it's so much more difficult to, you know, make a potential comeback. I guess that's the best way to put it. In comparison to a deck like this. So I'm going to just Lava Hound here, I think, and then just try to get a balloon down. He might go for a Bandit in the pocket. I highly doubt it, because he's kind of focused right now on defense, as you could see. So I don't think that balloon is going to get a drop, but it, I think, gets death damage. I think it got it. I don't know for sure. Anyway, I guess we could go Lava Hound now. I don't know if he's gonna try to get away with a Bandit in the pocket. We gotta be really careful about that, though. Yep, I was expecting that. I had a feeling he would do that, so we'll go and zap that. And the Lava Hound is getting some hits on top of the tower. Fireball coming in, and we will be able to get the win. Very, very nice comeback. I, you know, had an awful start. You could tell I was pretty frustrated about it because I felt like he didn't really outplay me or do anything. He got lucky, and, you know, you could... I don't know, I guess you can't even say I'm salty because I won the game. It's true, I mean, he kind of got lucky. I had a bad starting hand. I didn't know he had poison. I thought maybe he had Fireball or Lightning, but we were still able to turn around, get the win, and now 14-2, just one win away from our goal. But because we had an extremely quick game, the first one, I mean, we practically got a free win because the guy, for whatever reason, you know, gave up, or... I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, maybe I'll play one more bonus game after this one, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So, we'll go for a Tombstone here, set it up on defense, and then from there, see what he wants to do. So, okay, he's gonna go Princess, so I think we could just Lava Hound because his Goblin Barrel's out of cycle, which is his main win condition, and we're going Princess into the, this is not good, though. We're gonna go Barbarians, and that's actually fine. I thought it was going to be worse than that. We got the Barbarians down just in time, so we're okay. We'll go Minions here to try to take out the Princess. I hope he doesn't protect it with something like Rascals. Okay, good. He didn't get it down in time, so we're fine. We're not going to do anything else here. I'm not going to Fireball the Dark Goblin, because if I do that, he's going to get a really massive counter push I'm unable to defend. So I just need to chill here, not do anything. The only thing I'll do is Mega Minion the Dark Goblin. But now I'm not even going to do that. We're just going to Mega Minion the barrel. Okay, I actually made a misclick. That was a mistake. I'm going to admit that right there. That was a very horrible Mega Minion placement. What I should have done is I should have played it... I should have played it higher up, like 1 tile higher ups, to end up tanking for the Dark Goblin, so the Dark Goblin didn't, in fact, lock on my tower, and because of that, I end up taking a ton of damage. Some of it I could have avoided. I mean, I still would have taken some, obviously, but it would have been a lot less, is kind of the, you know, the point I'm making. But anyway, you know, the game is not over yet because, you know, as you saw in the last game, we're probably going to benefit a little bit in double elixir. Although the only problem is he's got the rocket, which does do pretty good against the balloon, but that Dark Goblin I'm going to ignore. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fireball the Rascals, and then we're going to go for a balloon over here. You might ask, why the heck am I playing a balloon in the middle? Well, what that does is it separates it from the Lava Hound, so that way he can't immediately go for the rocket. He has to wait a little bit, and I think he might have even missed the Lava Hound with the rocket, so that kind of shows, it kind of makes it awkward for the opponent to defend. That's what I've seen good lava players do when they're in this type of matchup. They like to, you know, when they can, space everything out. So go for the tombstone here and go for barbarians on defense. If he decides to rocket this, it's kind of going to be nice because I'll be able to go for a balloon behind it, but sadly I think this is going to be GG because now he just needs to... Yeah, probably going to be GG. And he's BMing too with the good matchup. That's pretty unfortunate, but, you know, is what it is. We'll just go ahead and fireball that, and yeah, it's going to be GG. The reason why it's pretty good for him is because I don't have... Wow, he's really going off with the emotes. That's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll go into the next one. Still, probably can get 15 from this next one. I'm pretty confident we won't lose again. That last matchup was not good because... obviously, I didn't mention this till the end. And a lot of you guys, I know in the comments, you notice or you pick on me, like, when I lose, I immediately say, like, it's a bad matchup, and, or, like, whatever the case is. And, like, I only say that because I lose. Well, in the middle of the game, I don't often emphasize the matchup because I don't try to think about it too much because it could end up, you know, causing you to play worse because you feel like, you know, you already lost. But after the game, the reason why when I lose, I say, like, oh, it was a tough matchup is because, well, I mean, it was, and during the game, I don't like to think of it as one, but, and we're in the same matchup again, unfortunately. But, yeah, the reason why it's really tough is because, you don't have a good answer to the Goblin Barrel, and the Rocket's really good against the Balloon. You don't have a good answer to the Princess. You have to overcommit on the Dark Goblin and the Princess. It's probably a matchup the Logbait player should win, I would say, like, something like 70% of the time at least. It's different if you're using lava arrows, which some lava variations of course do use, but yeah, unfortunately we don't here. So same matchup again, sadly. That's really unfortunate. I'm not looking forward to playing this exact same matchup again that I just lost. That's super unlucky. Hopefully this guy ends up playing worse. That's always a possibility. You know, we could end up winning this. We'll go barbarians here, and yeah, that princess is just the most annoying thing in this matchup. That's what makes this matchup so super annoying, because there's nothing you can do about the princess in reality. We're just gonna go minions here, and then we're gonna go for the balloon, kind of like in the, you know, the placement I played before. And yeah, we're gonna lose our tower already. Rocket comes in though. He missed the balloon. See, that's why I like that placement. So if we win this game, it's going to be because of that balloon placement. That is why I do that. It makes it awkward for them, so it's hard for them to hit it. And that's what you saw. That's exactly what happened. So we'll go Lava Hound here. Double Elixir. Now we're actually in a situation I could actually win this. I'm feeling a lot more confident because he made that mistake. You know, he probably has that in his head, and now, you know, it could be a mindset type of thing, or just simply because we're in a better situation since Logbait, I feel like, usually does worse in 2-tower situations, at least most of the time. So now we again have it spaced out. I don't know if he has to use a rocket. He might actually. Oh wow, he's not going to. And actually, the balloon with the zap is going to get another hit. So just like that, we're able to win the game, and we redeem ourselves. We lost the last one. We win this one, but you guys can see it's a tough matchup. The only reason why this guy lost was because he missed the rocket. If he didn't miss that rocket, he probably would have won, because he would have defended the balloon, and he already took my tower. So that's why you have to try your best to get them to make a mistake, and that balloon placement is a good way to do it. It'll throw them off a little bit. They're not expecting it, and that's what I learned from a really good lava player. I didn't learn that myself. I'd be lying if I did. I saw a good lava player do that, and I remembered that's what you have to do when you're against rocket decks. So that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did end up enjoying it. 15-3. It is very unfortunate I already have 3 losses. Typically, I try to get to at least 20 wins or more before I have 3 losses, but it happens. It's my first run in the global tournament. I have, a couple other accounts to play it on too, let alone my main account. I didn't even start it on yet. So yeah, all good. Doesn't matter. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming the global tournament if you guys are interested in watching it on my Twitch. And then I might do one on YouTube too. Maybe first I'll stream it on Twitch and then I'll stream it on YouTube. I'll see when I have time. I have a bit of, school and classes now. So, a little bit busy with that, but should still have time to do that. But yeah, anyway, make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.